You find me in a different location today, but we still have a video. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Brian from Airflow Music. Welcome back to another video. This is the October 22nd edition of our Go Practice Daily series. I hope you're having a great day today. As you can see, I'm in a different location. I'm actually in my hotel room here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where I'm playing, well, tonight as far as you're concerned. The day that you'll see this is tonight. And so I'm going to continue with the exercise we did yesterday, which is to run through the 5-bar tonguing exercise once again. This is handy because when we were last playing this one, we were dealing with doing it as soft as we possibly could, at least comfortably soft. And so that's useful when I'm in a hotel room and I can't be making too much noise. So that's what we're going to get immediately into. I think you know what this exercise is about by now. As always, you can find a link to download the free PDF from the Airflow Music online store. That link's in the description below this video. And we're going to do it in much the same way as we have been. We'll start out with part 1. Rhythmic pattern remains the same as we've been doing. 1 bar of 8th notes, 1 bar of triplets, 1 bar of 16th notes, 1 bar whole notes, 1 bar rest. That's our 5-bar pattern. And the sequence of notes in part 1 is from low C chromatically down to low F sharp. And like I said in yesterday's video, I'm going to play this as soft as I comfortably can. And just to take an extra edge off the sound, I'll be using my cut mute. And other than that, what else is there to say? Oh yes, I'm still playing this at 120 beats a minute, single tongued. Okay, let's get into it. Hopefully the background noise that I can hear here isn't too distracting in the video. I'm close to the elevator shaft, and so I suspect that the grinding I'm hearing is the elevator going by. Anyway, hopefully that wasn't too much of a distraction. Part 1 went smoothly enough as one might expect, so that was all well and good. And now we move to part 2. This is where things get entertaining, particularly while we're playing this softly. So the rhythmic pattern remains the same, but now the sequence of notes is from low C chromatically upwards, as far as we can get towards high C. We play this as a long setting once again, which means that the mouthpiece stays on our lips all the way throughout, and we breathe through our noses on the bar's rest. The goal here is to keep the long setting going as far as we can, but with the understanding that the last thing we want to do is force or pinch to keep this response happening. So once the sound airs out on you, that's when you need to stop and take a short break. So let's keep going at this nice and softly once again. Nice comfortable soft volume, and let's see how far we get with it. Well, I made it one note further than yesterday, so that's not too bad. Now, after this short break, let's continue and see how much further towards the high C I can get this time. Once again, in part 2 today, I didn't make it all the way to high C after the break. The notes continued to air out on me, but it aired out on the B this time, so I'm almost there. And in the first part of the setting, I made it a note or two further than I did yesterday. So that's a positive. Good to be building towards these things and getting them going. And it does feel much easier overall to have played them softly. I'm feeling much less work in my embouchure, but the strength is still building nicely in the corners, which is great. So, as we know at this point, the trick now is to cool down by playing part 3, which is a repeat of part 1. So, rhythmic pattern remains the same, tempo remains the same, 120 beats a minute, and now we start back on low C and work chromatically back down to low F sharp, just to take any excess tension out. Let's do that. Hotel background noise notwithstanding, I've rather enjoyed playing that today, and certainly feel good for the part 3 cool down, and my chops feel nicely set to go and play my rehearsal and sound check and what have you this evening, so that'll be good. As always, I'm interested to know how you're finding this, so if you have any questions or comments or anything like that about the exercise, please do leave them down below. Otherwise, that's all I have for you in this one, so if you've enjoyed playing along with me and working on this exercise, then please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll be back with another one tomorrow. Until then, thanks very much for watching, and go practice.